There are growing signs of struggle for Michigan's marijuana industry as the plunging price of pot sends profits up in smoke.
The problems may come as a surprise as cannabis sales in our state hit record highs last year. The state collected nearly $200 million in adult use marijuana taxes in 2022. Nearly $60 million goes to 224 municipalities and counties.
As the industry continues to grow, we're now starting to see a number of companies fall behind, though. Just last week, Sky Mint, one of the biggest cannabis producers in the state, joined several other cannabis companies and entering into a receivership process where a court-appointed official takes over a business to help a company avoid bankruptcy.
Some are now pointing to the rise in receiverships as the industry is toppling over. But as 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney found out, there's still room for some growth.
At Dreams Canna in Southfield, weed is love.
We have people from all walks of life. We're like a happy little melting pot. So Dreams is definitely the place to be. Charles McCreary, who's worked in the industry for years, says since legalization, there's been an overwhelming amount of budding businesses coming to market. From like in the industry, like a retail standpoint, it's a lot more brands out there. People putting their name and their product out there, trying to just, make a name for themselves. And then from the consumer side, it's like the prices have dropped. It's very competitive. And sometimes with fast growth comes a fast fall. This past year, several large cannabis companies forced to temporarily turn over the reins of their companies after defaulting on millions of dollars worth of loans.
And cannabis, I should say, is an incredibly capital-intensive industry. It takes a lot of money to make your first couple of dollars. So a lot of these businesses have been borrowing copious amounts of money, tons of money, from private lenders. Okay, in other states, one of them had a lender in Canada, and these private lenders have much higher rates than traditional banks.
Attorney Denise Policella says the unexpected 90% drop in cannabis wholesale prices didn't help.
I think it's part of the natural ebb, flow, and growth of this industry. In any new industry, and certainly in any industry at all, when you get an influx of, dozens or hundreds of new businesses, right? Not all of them are going to succeed.
She says the industry consolidation is also partially due to a lack of federal infrastructure.
Insurance is more expensive. Banking is more expensive. You can't get credit cards. So just the entire challenge of the industry, and we're incredibly highly regulated in Michigan.
While those receiverships signal challenges for some companies, others are thriving. This building here meant to be a manufacturing facility in just a couple of months.
We're thriving. We're selling hundreds of thousands of individual units a month.
Jason Thwaney is the founder and CEO of Oak Canna in Detroit. The company grows and produces all its own products from scratch.
Today, the industry, it's like a bunch of racehorses going, and the industry is going through some compressions right now and having its own problems due to the fast growth of the industry.
He says while the shortcomings of some cannabis companies don't represent the industry's success as a whole, there needs to be changes at the federal level to make cannabis a more viable industry for even more businesses.
We definitely need federal legalization to happen. That's very important. Without federal legalization, we're paying extra taxes. And the green tax is just hurting right now. It's hurting everybody because the green rush is over for most.
Even still, cannabis professionals say they're looking toward a lush green future.
10 years from now, I would like to see the cannabis industry kind of just like any other retail product. I mean, of course, you want it to be tested, you want it to be safe because you're putting it in your body, but at the end of the day, cannabis isn't harming anybody.
For 7 Action News, I'm Whitney Burney.